It's not a very good angle there, but he should keep coming. There he is, there he is. Hello everyone, welcome back out to the Hunter Call of the Wild. Today we're over here by Mullerwald cornfields and we have with us the 357 Magnum Focoso. Now I'm not sure if it's Focoso or Focoso, but either way we're going to be going after some roe deer with it, so let's see if we can find some. Alright, so we just found our first roe deer. It's a female. She's out here at about 50 or 60 meters. Now I wouldn't recommend taking a shot past 30 meters because you're probably just going to get flesh wound and you won't be able to get vitals. With this hollow point bullet, it's going to be tough, so we got to make sure she's within 30 meters. Alright, so we have her right there at about 36. If we could get her to come a little bit closer, would be perfect. Alright, here she comes, here she comes. So right there we have her about 15 meters. Solid hit on her. That should definitely be vitals. I would imagine we hit front shoulder and possibly left lung on that, so she's going to take off a little bit, but she will go down because we have some really good blood. So let's go over here and go check. Alright, yeah, so we have vital hit. So we should have our first roe down here pretty soon. Some really good blood. And even with some lung shots, they still run a little ways. But I would say that shot was about 23, 24 meters away. And we still only got a single lung on that. So as you can see, why you don't want to take a shot past 30 meters. Alright, here she is down right out here. So at least we found her. She didn't really go that far. Maybe like 100 meters. So let's take a look and see where we actually did hit her. So we hit her in the single lung. We hit right lung. And you can see it didn't even hardly have penetration to get through at 20.7 meters. So 20 meters is pretty much borderline. You don't really want to shoot past. So we still got 577 cash and 104 XP. Still have our harvest value at 100%. So if we see a nice roe, we might be in a good situation. Now the reason I like hunting roes over here by Mullerwald is because it's pretty open. But it's a little bit too open for fallow deer. But it's not quite too open for roe deer. And there's plenty enough brush rows around where they like to walk around the edges. And you can actually see them coming from a little ways away. Also, this is a really cool spot here. I've seen a lot of roe deer, red deer, even fallow deer coming around in this area here. Not only that, you can see a 360 degree all the way around from this spot right here. It's just a really cool spot, and I would definitely recommend checking out this spot. You could just sit here basically and wait for, well, until you see movement. And once you see something, then you can go try and call it in. Or you can just sit here and keep watching until you can see something in range. Because like I said, you can see everything from here. Basically everything from the Mullerwald cornfield side. Alright, so I'll show you where we're at. Basically there's a little flag right here. I'm not sure if it will show you on your map, but we're in the Mullerwald cornfields, which is just to the west of Mullerwald here. And right here along the river is where the spot is, right there. I'll show you where it is in consideration to the rest of the map. So right here. Alright, well I had a feeling we were in a good spot, but I didn't know that there was a roe this close. We just got a call from a female right next to us. So she was actually coming into the call while we were up there in the lookout point. And we probably could have just sat there and kept calling and she might have came in. But since we already jumped her up now, we got to sneak up on her and see if we can't get her to come in. Alright guys, so we just found her. She's right here about 25 meters away, but she's right behind this tree. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get a decent shot on her right now. We might have to move a little bit to see if we can't swing over. Alright, here she comes, here she comes. Definitely in range right now, but she's kind of walking not a very good angle. There she is. That should have been a solid hit. Yep, you can see really good blood. So we went kind of high and down in. We're at a pretty high angle, so it should have went. I thought I saw her tip over. Alright, so let's go pick her up. She did tip over right there, yep. Nice, so we just got our second roe. And you can see how close they really need to come. So basically they have to come within range of bow range, and then you could probably take a solid hit on them. And we got a single lung there at 15.31 meters, so you can see with the 357 hollow points you can only get one lung even at 15.31 meters. We still got 537 cash and 89 XP. Alright, so we have another one coming in right now. The problem is the wind's blowing right at her. Now, she can still come quite a ways, but if she gets too close, she's definitely going to smell us and spook. So we're going to have to take a little bit further than I would like, probably shot. But we'll see what happens here. Here she comes, here she comes. And I believe we just made a perfect drop shot on her. Awesome. So I think we caught lung and spine on that. Let's check. Straight spine shot. So we're actually zeroed in for 50 right now. We hit a little bit higher than I would have liked, but actually it's perfect. And we got 614 cash, 103 XP, and she scored 366. I'd really like to find a male, but hopefully that happens. Alright, so we just found another roe. It's another female. Now, the problem is these roe are not giving any warning calls, so they're really difficult to find. Normally you can run around and actually hear them give a call. That way you know that there's some around. But in this case, the only way I've been able to find them is actually spot them. Or if I get really close, I can catch a glimpse of them when they're running away. So here she is right here. But normally they give out warning calls, and this one didn't seem to want to. Alright, so that should definitely be a good hit on her. Keep an eye on her. Doesn't look like we have very much blood going on here actually. But I don't see why that wouldn't bring her down, to be honest. Unless this grass had something to do with the interference. Look at that flesh wound we got. And we were actually about 15 meters away. I still think that should bring her down. I really hope it does. Yeah, you see it stays right at 75%. It doesn't have very much damage at all. Oh, big stack. We got a nice red deer here, and I believe we have the 270 on us. That'd be the 338, come on. Yeah, that's the 243. I believe that might be all we have to use on this stag right here. Solid hit on him. Definitely got vitals, I don't know. Hopefully we got something. We reserved him for 75. Oh, actually, that's perfect because he was about 75 meters away and we're holding a little bit too high. That was a nice day. That was definitely gold potential, even though our harvest value is way low right now because of this Roe Deer. And this 357 is not helping much, but we have really good blood, so we did indeed make a solid hit on him. Awesome shot. Finally, we have some action going on here. It's a little bit more exciting than watching these Roe Deer running all over the place. And right here's our stag. He's down right here. Yeah, so perfect. We can actually lure in this female Roe Deer here. And then we'll be able to go take a look at our big stag. Down right there. I'm surprised it's not one that we already hit. We have 2 or 3 of them wounded that are just running around with some 357 hollow points in them. But there's not much we can do. We took a 15-meter shot, so if that's not going to bring him down, I don't know what else is, I guess. Oh, I believe we have a buck right here. A buck just snuck in really close to us. Oh, it busted us too. Well, at least we finally found a male. There he is right there. So I'm not really too worried that we actually missed, because he should come back in. Yeah, here he comes, here he comes. Coming back in already. He stopped right there. So let's take a look at this really quick. We actually might be able to get up on this rock. He's not in a very good position here. He's in a ton of brush and trees area. But let's see what we can get here. Alright, well let's go with that for now. I know you can't really see much of it because it's in this tree, but still a big one. And let's pick him up and see what he's going to score. A 115, he wasn't even that big. He looked bigger. He really did. But at least we got him, and it actually helped get our consecutive harvest back up. We got 1,202 cash, and we got a single lung with the 243 on that, 148 XP, and a pretty decent red deer. Now let's see if this roe will come in now. Let's see if we can't get him to come back. Oh, he's right there. He's literally like 20 meters away, and I never even saw him sneaking in on us. So we're going to zero back in for 50. There's the buck right there. Just can't quite get a good angle at him. He's in some corn right there. Let's pop up and see what we can do. Come on. Hit him a little bit high in the shoulder blade area, but I think that should bring him down. If not, we have to put a follow-up. Can't even see him running through that corn. Probably only going to be flesh. But let's go check. It looks sort of alright. Nah, it's just flesh. Only flesh. So hopefully we hit him again. If not, we're going to have to track him down. Alright, so we have another female sneaking up on us from the back side here. And we also have the male coming in pretty close. There's the female right there. We gotta let her get a little bit closer this time because we don't need any more running around with hollow points in them. So let's see if we can't get her to come a little bit closer. She's right there. That should be a good hit. Really good blood on that one. Finally we got a good one hit. I didn't see this male take off anywhere. So we should be able to get back on his track and go find him. So yeah, you can see vital hit. So finally we have a solid hit on one. And we should be able to actually find it and locate it instead of just getting flesh wounds. Alright, so this female didn't go very far. She's down right here. Alright, so we got 574 cash and 88 XP. And also our consecutive harvest is back up to 60 now. But you can see the quick kill bonus is only 23%, so you're really not going to make any cash or any money with this 357, which is one of the reasons why I hardly use it, and also why I don't have the 44 custom pistol yet, because it takes so long to actually level it up. Alright, well, we finally got back within range of our male Roe Deer. He called right over here a couple of times actually, so we're going to go prone, because we don't want to risk spooking him. Even though the wind is blowing right at him, he still could come a little bit closer for us to take a shot. Because I can't quite see him. There he is, there he is! God, the gun was empty again. You gotta be kidding me. I believe we got him hit again. Can't believe the gun was empty. Completely empty. But there is some more blood. So I believe he should go down from that. No way. Alright, so we actually just found that Roe Deer. Our first buck of the hunt. He ran a long ways, and then we actually forgot to reload our 357. But at least we did find him, and I believe we had to have hit him twice for him to go down. We did in fact hit him 2 times, and that was actually a pretty solid hit, that first shot. You can see it literally had no penetration whatsoever. It should have hit spine and lung at 29.1 meters. You couldn't even penetrate through the skin. That's interesting. Alright, so I think we just found what we were after. We just found a max weight Roe Deer buck track, and he's headed this direction here. We just kicked him up, super fresh. So we're going to track him down, and hopefully we can get our nice... We don't want to get any closer because the wind is blowing right at him. So we'll just sit here and watch from afar. That's probably the best option. If you find an animal and the wind is blowing right at him and he gives you a warning call, don't move. Just sit there in one spot and put out a couple of calls. Eventually he'll come to you. There he is, there he is, there he is. Ooh, that's a pretty nice one. 138 to 207 on him. Definitely the biggest one so far. And we got him out there at 138, 140 meters out. Alright guys, our buck just snuck in on us. He's right here. Good thing we're prone. We can actually see him pretty decent. We're going to get over a little bit here. Got a nice broadside shot. It's not a very good angle there, but he should keep coming. He's stuck right by that tree. Yeah, I would like to take that. Oh, you're kidding me. Alright, so I can hear him. He's right here, but I can't see him. All we're going to do is get a little bit closer and hopefully we can see him here. There he is, there he is. Drilled him. This looks like a flesh wound hit though. You gotta be kidding me. Well, at least we got him hit, I guess. And we're probably gonna have to put another one in him, but I just can't even believe that this 357 can't even do any damage hardly to this Roe Deer. Even at the range that we took, it was about 10 meter shot. Even with hollow points, it should do something. Alright, he's right there. You can see he just put out a warning call. We can't quite see him yet, but there he is. Well, we definitely put an intestine hit on him. That's all I could really see. I really wish we could have put another one in him. And we did hit him again, but I don't know if that will bring him down. Really wish this thing had some more power to it. You can see we have 25% here, so it will bring him down now, finally. But it's going to take a little while. Alright, well, after about 2 hours later and 2 357 hits later, we finally found this row. He ran at least 600, probably even 700 meters from the initial spot that we first hit him. Even actually from the second spot, he ran another 350 meters. But at least we finally got ourselves a decent buck here. So we're going to take a look at him, and let's see if we can actually get a decent picture. Alright, so you can't even see his horns because they're actually buried in the grass, but that's about the best picture we can really get. And it's not even worth taking this picture. So we'll just take one quick picture of him, but at least we finally got him. Let's pick him up. He scores 201. So he was a huge Roe Deer. Unfortunately, we just couldn't bring him down with that first hit. We have 59% flesh, and that should have went right in there and hit one of the lungs, but it actually didn't hit anything. So it was a pretty much perfect shot, but it just didn't have enough penetration. And the second shot, it should have been easily intestine. That should have also been like a spine, lung shot, intestine, and liver, but instead we hit absolutely nothing but flesh. We still got 672 cash and 186 XP and a really nice Roe Deer to end this hunt. So I think that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys like it, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.